Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am doing this really impromptu. Let me change my light here, it's a little intense. Um, I am doing this impromptu opportunity because I have gotten just fired up enough about all of the questions that I'm seeing pop up in Facebook groups and Reddit boards and mothers groups. And there's so many people that are asking some of these questions that I really feel like it is in everyone's best interest that I do this little impromptu conversation. So I have decided to go live today and talk a little bit about the fact that one of the most common questions that seems to be coming up around life after the COVID jab is cycle related. Why is my period changing? Some people are seeing more pain. Some people are seeing their periods disappear entirely, or they're going for really long periods of time without having a period. There's just a lot of questions around this particular topic. And so I am going to be doing a pop-up workshop tomorrow. I know it's the weekend. I've never tried anything on the weekend, so I thought this would be a really great opportunity. But it is going to be interactive. I'm going to spend some time talking for a little bit about what people are seeing so that you don't feel like you're on an island alone having this experience, right? This is why there are so many people that are chiming into these conversational spaces going, hey, is anyone else noticing this? Because this has come up for me. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to ask me questions. So I'm going to share information, and then there's going to be a large portion of this 1 hour pop-up workshop is going to be specifically a Q&A. So join me for the workshop. I'm going to put the link to register in the comments below. Come as you are. There is going to be a replay circulated. So if you're interested and you're like, oh man, I've got to take my kid to basketball this afternoon, that is totally fine. I realize I'm not giving a lot of notice in terms of doing this, but I've gotten just fired up enough in the last couple of days, seeing all of these questions pop up on these different types of boards, that I really just am feeling called to share what I know, help dispel some of the questions that people are having around these experiences, and share with you some information and some proactive tips that you can start putting into play to help with some of the symptoms that you're seeing. But I want it to be an opportunity for you to be able to ask all of the questions that you have about what's going on. So, I have to put this little disclaimer out there that I am not a medical professional. So this is not designed to be medical advice. However, I can speak as an Eastern medicine practitioner to a lot of the common experiences that people are having around this particular issue. I started working with people long before the first VAERS report came out, indicating that there were any cycle changes that were happening as a result of the shots. And I since then, like, my practice has really grown because there are a lot of people who are asking questions like this, and I've had a lot of success in helping people to return to a normal, healthy, fresh red blood flow. So if you are having anything except a 4 to 5 day fresh red blood only, no cramps, no clots, no funny business, with no PMS that gently arrives, ramps up a little bit. So, medium light flow day 1, heavy day 2, medium light or light day 3, cruising to the finish line between day 4 and 5, then you should probably join us for this conversation. Because I'll talk about, what healthy cycles look like kind of as a broad overview so that, we're all speaking from the same vocabulary about what things should look like. And then we'll take a little bit deeper dive into why things are starting to not look that way in people who have had the jab. So this is not a polarizing conversation. This is not a pro or an anti conversation. So this is not supposed to be political. That is not my focus here. My focus is that there are lots of people asking a lot of questions about what is going on in my body, why is it showing up that way, and is there anything I should be concerned about? And they're not getting answers to some of those questions, which is why they're turning to some of these conversation boards. So let me be your conversation board. Let me talk a little bit about what things should look like, what they might not be looking like, and why that might be. There are cycle changes that happen for a lot of people after they have had COVID as well. Vaccinated or unvaccinated does not matter. Because it is a vascular virus, it does affect the way that things circulate in the system. So if anything like this is coming up for you with cycle changes, please join us tomorrow. It is going to be quick and efficient. And, if there is a big enough response, maybe I'll do a part 2. But the goal is for it to be very quick and efficient and get some of your questions answered around this topic. So if this resonates with you, or if you know somebody that might really benefit from this kind of information, please share the link that is in the chat with people in your network. Please join us. Again, like I said, if you are hauling kids all over everywhere on a Sunday afternoon, I am in that boat too most of the time. Feel free to still register, and you'll get the replay afterwards. And then if you find that you have questions after you've watched the replay, feel free to email me. I love conversations like that. And again, if there's enough interest, I'm happy to do a part 2. So the event is tomorrow, Sunday, the 26th of February. It will be offered at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please register because there isn't a lot of time. This way it gives me an idea of how many people are coming and what to prepare for in terms of the conversation. I'm really excited about this. Thank you so much, and I will see you all tomorrow.